Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Continue. Oh, rap god. We'll continue along with the draft. We're gonna go ahead with the draft minus basically hands. Hands need to be redrawn. What a freaking surprise at this point, but hands are not in a great spot. And for the life of me, I can't figure out how to search for the tag I need. So it's gonna be a lot of me just trying to kind of frame the hand in there the way it needs to be, but everything else I think is more or less fine for the most part. So gonna spend some time going to figure out how to hand. Oh, I just pasted something. What did I just try and paste? Okay, then it didn't paste anything good. All right. We're gonna try and wire this hand in here again. We're just gonna turn you off because you're not really helping anymore. Is that? Oh, there's the wrong layer, didn't I? Lovely. See if I can find the other reference I need, but right now it ain't looking to be in a great state. But first up, kind of want the front of the hand to be entirely on one side here. And we kind of want thumb to be like squeezing down like right here against probably the middle of the forefinger, like right about there. I think is kind of where we want to do the squeeze here. Hello there, how you doing? And then the hand itself would be a little bit more turned because we're looking at this, right? Go across and then it's pretty much just like actually flat against the body here. Bring it out, bring in, and then like fold these fingers inwards. I think that's probably closer to where we might want this. Also, actually, let me just see if I can figure out how this needs to look in. We're looking at a hand that's like, well, like this. So we're looking almost at the top or like a side view of fingers. So into and then you'll still have like the little bit of the fleshy muscle part of the hand like right here. I think. But do I know what I'm doing? Not really. It looks about right. Just that for here, the big part of the muscle will actually be on the far side, and then we'll be looking at literally the side. Oh, don't do that. Side of the arm. It'll just be like more up, like that. I mean, the shape of the arm is still at the same angle, so it's not going to be all that different. Alright, now I'm going to see if I can find a tag for the other thing I need. It might genuinely be easier if I just go through and look for this shot in manga, because it's just not a pose I feel like people do very often in an illustration, and I'm looking at an image board. Like I actually used to bring the head in more, and then it would literally just be like, because you literally be seeing like the edge of the mouth, and that's like the nose and mouth is like the last two things you see here. Because you won't see the chin at all at this angle, so we don't want that part of the head to be visible. Okay, then what do we want to do with this? Alright, is that good enough for me to just start doing the lines though? We put Yoshimi's hand entirely below Natsu's shirt in terms of the way it's layered. Alright, let us go over to here. Okay, I need to lift Natsu's chin to be a little taller, but what are we looking at? Turn this off. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Up, 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 bum, bum, bum. Hum. I do that and up, 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 bum, up, up, bum. Let's make some parts. Okay, all right. Change my canvas. Yeah, let's just drop her down a little bit here. Up, 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 bum, up, bum, up, bum. Alrighty. Hum, 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 hum. Let's go like that. Oh, jeez. Alright, do that. Folder. Duplicate. Hum, hum, hum. Up, up, bum, up, bum, up, bum. Hmm. Bup, 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 bum, bup, bum. Bup, bup, bum, bup, bum. Bup, 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 bum, bup, bum. Hum, 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 hum. Bup, 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 bum, bup, bup, bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, ba, bum. Alright, let's see. I'll drop this a little bit. Hum, 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 hum. Up, 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 bum, bum, bum. Up, 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 bum, 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 up, up, bum. Hum, hum, ha, hum, hum. Much. Yeah, just put the chair here. All right, let's see. Hum. Does this need to go? I don't want to do the chair here. Bup, 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 bum, bup, bum, bup, bum. Can I make a lot more here, just like merge together a bit more? Hmm. Um. Hmm. Let me just position this. Bup, 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 bum, bup, bum, bup, bum. Bup, 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 bum. Let's go front. Bup, 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 should actually be in the front or should it be behind? What shall we do here? I need at least one piece. Hmm. Up, 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 bum, 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 bum. Alright, put those into in the folder and go here. Um. Hmm. How do I want to split this? Bup, 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 bum, bup, bum, bup, bum. Bup, 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 bum, bup, bum. Hum, hum, hum. bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Hum hum hum. Up 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 bum 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 bum. All right, we'll go. Hum hum hum. Bup 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 bum bup bum. Bup 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 bum bup bum. Bup 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 bum bup bup bum. Hum hum hum. Bup bup bum bup bum bup bup bum. Hmm. Hmm. The right side here. Ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum. Hum, 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 hum. Hup, 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 bum, bum. Ba, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum. Ha hum, ha hum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, ba, bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. We're just gonna drop all of this part as a single piece. Ha hum, ha hum. Ba, 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 bum. Hmm. Bup, 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 bum. Hmm. 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 I think I'm gonna need to split it all up a bit. Bup, 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 bum, bup, bum. Bup, bum, bup, 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 bum. Hmm. 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 Let's go. Bup, 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 bum. Bum, bup, bum, bup, bup, bum, bup, bum. Bup, 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 bum. Bup, 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 bum, bup, bum. Bup, bup, bum, bup, bup, bum, bup, bup, bum. Hmm. 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 Bup, bup, bum, bup, bum. Bup, bup, bum, bup, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hmm. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bunny. Hmm. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum. Alright, let's go. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. Hum, 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 hum. Ba, ba, bum, ba, bum. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Ba, 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 bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, bum. Hmm, 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 hmm. Hmm. There should be. That's. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Did I pull this down earlier? Hmm. Ba, ba, bum. Hmm, 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 hmm. Let's move the hair up. Hmm. 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 All right, I'll go 1, 2. We'll go up. Ba bum ba ba bum ba bum. Ba 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 bum ba bum. Ba ba bum ba bum. Um. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum ba ba bum. Hum hum hum. Hmm. Ba ba bum ba bum. Hmm. 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 Ba ba bum ba bum. Ba 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 bum bum. Hmm. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hmm, 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 hmm. Up, 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 bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Where does body, back of body come down? About like here, probably. I'm just gonna be pretty liberal with the back portion here of the shirt, given that it literally doesn't matter. We'll have a head and a bit of hair literally in front of it. Probably need to bring, should have neck about here, then arm will come through like right about here as well. That's not that too far off. Alright, so bringing this down just loose. But this side won't be pulling or creasing at all because it's folding over on the side. And then, what do we want to do here? Want to pull it back in. That does literally just need to pull down here, doesn't it? Hit you. I want to bring it maybe down just a little bit. Bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, ba, bum. Alright, let's mess with this, but I'm definitely gonna mess up. Alright, let's get the milk out. Why am I fat fingering a whole bunch of keys? Alright, front hand. Okay, I think we're gonna make the lip of the actual bottle a bit tighter here. The real question is still, can I do the whole hand and bottle as a single piece? If it comes down to it. Probably can, right? That might also just go up and down. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. ba 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 bum ba ba bum ba bum. Ba 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 bum. Ba ba bum ba ba bum. Ba ba bum ba ba bum. Ba bum ba ba bum. Hum. Hmm. Ba ba bum ba bum bum bum. Hum. Hmm. Hmm. How does it seem to be done? Ba bum ba 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 bum. Hum ha hum hum. Uh. Ba ba bum ba bum. Ba ba bum ba bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hmm. Uh. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. How do I want to do her lower half here? Basically, it's like chances like come down here. How do I do this again? Where's the draw? Hmm. Bup, 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 bum, bup, bum. Hmm. Hmm. I should just do her lower body as a single solid piece here. Hello there, how you doing? Hmm. Really deciding if I need to reduce the liberal hourglass on the waist here. But anyways, welcome to the stream 2. Me doing line art pieces for animation, even though I don't really have the intention to animate this immediately right now. See how much time I have by the time I'm done with the illustration portion. But I'm setting this up in a way where in the future I feel like I can animate it. So I'm really deciding on how I need to do some of these parts. I feel like I just need to do the lower body as a single piece here. Yeah, I'll just do the lower body as a single piece. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is actually line in her underwear. That was a crazy sentence. What's my perspective here? Should it be moving back that far? I feel like the whole thing should be thicker at that spot. Yeah, it should be thicker at that spot by a bit. So I want to bring it up a bit. Bring it up a bit. So bring just the underwear line like right across here, a little bit more level. Let's make sure I know what I'm looking at. We'll just pull it in like right here. And then we want a secondary line right across the top here as well. We want to pull this, is that right? About right for the hip. Looking down a little bit based on the angle here, so a little bit. Yeah, that should be okay. We'll go like this. Then, if I'm gonna do it like this, then what happens? I need to go. I'm going to bump out her hip a little bit here. Or in simpler terms, I'm gonna make her a little bit more chubby. Just a little bit. I think we'll follow the body line more or less still. I think that might have been too much actually. Let's just go like this. And just pull the body line upwards. This is going to be covered, so we don't really care about what's happening up here. We can actually cut it off like right about there. Do I mesh? Bring this along and up, and we don't actually care about the rest of this, so I'm just going to close it off here so that coloring it later is going to be less of a pain in the butt. Whoop, 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 don't do that. Okay, then, how thick should this part be? We want to probably... I feel like I need more fabric here. Bring it down to like here and then pull this in. Yeah, sure. Around the thigh, the top of the thigh here, we'll pull it down to like here. This actually needs to be in front of her crutch, right? Yeah, this was the front leg. I'm thinking way too hard about how this portion, but this is actually a matter of perspective, so it actually matters. Go like that, and then we'll just pull up from there, up and around her thigh. Oh, her thigh. Just do the line again. Around. Then we want to close it off here, like so. Then we want to bump her, well, effectively butt cheeks out of here. Give that a bit of a squeeze. This should be further down. Hold up. Gonna bring this down a bit. Let's get this line out of here. Down to like here. Pop this line out. Pop this line out. Get you out of there, just roll, and then she'll work on that. Hello there, how you doing? The body's not turned enough of what I'm trying to do. We'll just bring this just straight into the leg, I think, here. If it's going to be like that. That's only the very top of the thigh, so just go like that, and then we'll just go like that. Okay. Anyways, welcome to the stream. I'm going through line art being done in a way where I can animate this later if I feel up to it. But that is not on the table right now. And I'm also trying to be lazy here and do this in one piece, which is why I am currently staring at a crutch area trying to work out how to piece it together. Yeah, it's a great thing I don't need to move the legs here, but I want to do anything with this. Alright, we'll pull this in like here, pull this into... That is... Should this go more... It should be lower on the leg, shouldn't it, if it's going like this, because we're not seeing it all the way around the leg, so let's go like this, pop that out. Oh. Alright, down to here, then we want to pull this into here. We want to give a little wedge. Do we need to give it? Then we'd like to go like, what, Sure, wait, no, this would be what, more like... This. This line is more or less independent from this line. Let's pull you straight into here. Then we want to go like this, go like this. Give her thigh a little bit of a squeeze here and just bump it out. That's a little aggressive. Do we want to make it so that the ribbon on the panties can bounce a little bit? Things I didn't think I'd be saying today. You know what? Why not? We'll keep the center of the ribbon solid to this piece. It doesn't really matter because it'll be in front no matter what. So we'll just where it's about here. We'll just wrap it like pretty much all the way around this area. Anyway, so we'll just kind of go yeah, sure, something like that. Pop that out. Can I get this line out of here? Thank you. And then we'll go ahead and add 2 ribbon into this. Don't need the front to the back. It's usually just the bow, right? Does it have the little ribbon ends usually? How do I search for this? So what we have here, have Natsu and Yoshimi. The theme, for all intents and purposes, or the idea was based on is it cool? Is it basically a cliche at this point? Well, no, it's like the trope of drinking milk after getting out of the bath, which is a very common thing in Japanese media when it comes to getting out of the public bath. So we have Yoshimi there giving Natsu a little bit of a squeeze on the stomach there. How do I search for this? Oh wait, the ribbon's not on the band, it's on... Oh. Alright, move it down a little bit then. The actual idea itself is from me working on in my own time through last year's not safe for work Inktober list, and this is basically a safe for work version, or as safe for work as it gets. Yeah, I need to move the ribbon itself a little bit down. Can even make it a little bit bigger. Let's just back this up a little bit. Get the band back in there. We want the actual ribbon to be just below, so pretty much where the sketch has it, and we do want the little ends of the ribbon behind it too, so we'll go... Sure, right there, why not? Oh wait. No, cut this into its own piece. I need this piece to be on top of everything else, and I can't do it this way if I don't do that. Alright, you're your own piece. Folder, ribbon. Let's just go center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Note 4. Then we want to go right bow. left bow, right end, and left end. We'll just see the top of it, and it's not gonna warrant enough motion to require the front and back to be in two pieces, so we're just gonna go ahead and go like, well, that's a little aggressive. Let's just squeeze that down a little bit. We'll just round that out a little bit. Alright, so go like this and just roll it over. That feels a little long, actually. We'll just bring this in. And then apparently we do want the ends of the ribbon, even though it should be very short. So we're just going to go ahead and go yoink. Yep, yep, like that. And 1, 2. I'll just have this go down a bit more. 1. Sure. Okay, we'll live with that for now. Okay, how much more of her full body do I actually need here? I mean, I probably need an arm on the right or the left side. If I actually intend to move. Actually, do I? The mill's gonna block the left shoulder here completely, right? It's basically gonna block the whole of the left shoulder. But I do need the arm coming down from the left shoulder. Should the left arm be more pointed in away from the camera? And no, it should be, you need to have your arm forward like this and then back like this. Wait, no, hand in front of chest, which puts elbow out to side, upper arm going forward. Yeah, that makes sense. Change the angle of the arm a little bit there, I think. We go more this. Maybe a little bit more this way. And then we'll bring the arm out behind it. Probably gonna end up merging this. Yeah, just end up merging this together. Okay, do I need her left shoulder? That is question number 2 now. How badly do I need the left shoulder? Or can I just get away with having a very cylindrical shape acting as the upper arm? I feel like I could get away with just having a cylindrical shaping the upper arm here. The shirt's so loose that I feel like I get a bit of coverage regardless. Okay, do I need to put that in to the body layer? Well, ideally I should. Alright, this is just the neck to chest area, so we'll go here, we'll go left upper arm. And we'll just... I'll be roughly like here, so I'm just going to draw a cylinder here, why not? Cylinder in. Do I actually just want to tilt this a little bit more? Just want to position this in a way where I can get away without doing the whole shoulder at this point because I'm trying to be lazy and cut a couple of corners. Because realistically, it's better if I just cover the bit that I'm going to be seeing and worry about how everything needs to connect in the back there. Okay, so that's the lower body, that's the upper body. Okay, let me see if I can figure out Yoshimi's hand here. So this needs to go in front. Actually, let me go from front to back. I will draw her head, and her head needs to be behind the front part of Natsu's hair, but like behind her hair bits and in front of her body bits. So we'll go here. Do you want to do hidden? Nah, why not? Also, this is the first time I'm drawing a shade at this angle, so I really don't know what I'm doing. But I think it looks close enough to correct at the current stage for me to just keep messing with it. Alright, let me just grab this riff folder, just shift it down a little bit. Am I allowed to shift it down a little bit? No, I'm not. Yikes. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Alright, hid. How do I want to do a hit at this angle? I feel like I have to just freestyle it, right? Let me turn you off for... That's a lot more lines than I thought there'll be. You. That is still a lot more lines than I thought there'd be. Why is there so many lines? What are these lines? Oh, the draft lines. Okay. So hid. How do I bring down the side of the head near the eyes? Okay, let me just make Natsu a different color so I can see more clearly what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change color. So right around with the mouth, I just kind of want to like stick it out a little bit more. I will bring the head in like right here then. So here they're supposed to go. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. The ear needs to be at a more top-down angle than what I've got in the sketch, so we're just going to ignore that. So right now we're looking at... It's about there, right? How do you pull the cheek? I pull the mouth into here. Well, I just took the head more. I think I just took the head more. Hello, how you doing? Not this time. We've only got 2 in the shot here. And I am making this in a way where I can possibly animate down the line, and well, you were here for the time I tried to animate 4 different characters even with minimal amount of motion, so we're not doing that again for a while. That way is very overscale. That means we need to take head and go a little, take face and go a little bit more this way, and a little bit more this way. Okay, so her lashes are actually really long. So how do I actually do her eyes? Should they basically, at this angle, cover the eye almost entirely? Although I want to lift a little bit. Still decide if I need to lower her head a little bit. The neck should be in the right spot. So maybe a little bit down. That could wait until the head's complete into. Alright, regardless, so go with that for now. Go into here, go face. 1, 2, folder, eyes. I'm gonna need a nose that I think we're gonna detail with 2 lines rather than just a dot this time. But eyes, we just need what? Lash, a lid, iris. Do we need a bottom? I guess so. Don't need the side, but I need the bottom, and then I need a layer for eye white. Alright, folder. Alright, oh. Brow. Folder. That didn't put that into the folder. Folder. Right. Duplicate. Left. So that is not a. That is incorrectly spelled. All right, we'll go like that. How does the body need to sit here? Well, how does the eye need to sit here? Do I just go as is, or do I want to pull it or shape it more based on the perspective? Man, I feel like I'm not looking at this correctly to begin with, so see if we can figure this out. Yeah, don't need to change pin nibs. This thing is really... Hold up. Okay, still feels okay. We'll just pull this down a little bit more. Then we'll go just... Oh, that's the eraser. Just across the top. Sure, go with that for now. Did I just do that a brow? I did. You're now the brow. Congrats. And you are now the lash. Alright, swap that around. I feel like I need to like do this like really tight. Oh, this is somewhat last minute. The fun bit of the story is I'm slowly working through a not safe for work Inktober list from last year, and one of the prompts is milk, so that's how we got here. This is a safe for work version. I say that, but she's still we still have panties on the screen. I need to change the shape of the head here. I was thinking of just working on something else, but I didn't really have a clean idea. And every time I stream without having a clean idea of what I want to do, it doesn't usually turn out very good, so this ended up being the thing. Actually bring the eyes down then? I'm gonna do it like that, because it's literally like the top of the mouth is like right here, so like nose will be about like right here. The eye should be down a little bit. This should be like down to like here. Whoop. I don't feel like I'm doing that in the right shape. That's all good. Cheers, stopping by. And realistically, the eye, like the actual iris, isn't really all that relevant because it just needs to sit within the eye white. Alright, let's go ahead and go into here. So this will be more like what, down to like here-ish. Oh, I am eyeballing the crap out of this. Well, this is certainly an angle I haven't worked with before. I'll actually do the eye more like this, where there's more perspective to the eye. Is that better? It's not much better. Well, I'll do for now. Okay, so the brow actually sticks out a bit from the head, so how does that sit here? I feel like for this more simplified style on anime heads, it's not, the brow line isn't as aggressive. Except specifically when the head is turned at a 3/4 angle. Very specifically. Will I just start throwing in hair and just see how it feels after a while? Okay, based on the way she's angled, I can literally just have her hair. I want her hair to be loose. And her hair's also pretty bushy, so need to figure out how to best incorporate that. We just have a front bit that is... Do we want everything to sprout from the center point? I think that is probably the first thing I need to work out. And all the hair should slant, right? Because she's at an angle as well. So regardless of what I'm doing, the hair should slant one way. Or if I'm going... But if I want to animate it, do I want to not have it slant to begin with? And slant it instead in the animation? That should it... Will it matter? Actually, let me think about this. Probably not. Nothing's changing perspective, so it should be fine. Alright, where's her hair? Here. We want to go basically right side here. And we'll go... Oh, we'll split this into two groups. So we'll go right side front and then right side right behind it. Yeah, just split this into a couple of groups so that we can more easily animate later down the line. So if we're going to group it from a single spot, then probably from about here. And we'll just kind of roll this in like... Just let it really hang. This should behave, I think. Even if I do something like that, just to break it up a little bit. Although I want to bring this down a little bit more. Her arm needs to... Her arm needs to be in front of the next part. How do I deal with this? Just the arm. Just the arm. Or can I do the whole... Actually, no, I can do the whole body here. But the arm can be in front of the head, but the body needs to be behind the head. Okay, we'll just do the arm here then. We'll go Yoshimi right arm very specifically. Should we be able to see the opening of the shirt as well? Because we're basically relying on the seam here of the shirt, right? Should the seam be closer to the top or more along the side? Should be more along the shoulder, right? Let's just do it the way I've set it up here. So we'll just roll the sleeve over, roll it in, and then just let the sleeve itself hang. Give us a little bit of creasing as it comes down. Did it pull in towards the pull in with gravity? Do I need to separate the sleeve from... I do. But I don't need to do it by very much, because I have full control of all the motions. Because then we go below this, the right upper arm. Now literally come like right along here. Just do a cylinder that can be closed off. You don't need the whole thing. Need more of an angle or less of an angle. And then we need the back side of the sleeve here. Should just hang more right above here. Like once it gets over the arm, the shape of the arm. And they just like kind of hang a little bit loosely here. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, now it's time to figure out how to do a hand. I'm gonna hide part of her hand below the shirt anyway, so do have like some leeway. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. So if should thumb be up more? Thumb should be a little bit up more. Alright, let's go into a folder, hand. Bum, 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 bum. So we'll lift the thumb a little bit so that we're going. We literally want to like kind of give a squish here, which results in then we put the forefinger through below this. I think the forefinger is in this okay spot, so we'll just go. Let's really squeeze down. Should be... How does this line have to work there if we go... Basically squeezing between finger and middle finger. They should be able to do the wrist of the hand or wrist of the fingers on their own, right? Yeah, and seeing that looks once colored and then covering some of these parts. Okay, then we go hand, knuckle, hand. Then to the arm. Lower arm. Well, that's gonna need a canvas extension if we want to animate this. How do I feel about that? I feel okay with that. Okay. Then, below the right arm is where we want more hair. No. Right arm needs to be here. Then we do, side. I'll go 1, 2. Go here, side, front, and then back. Just do this in 2 sections. And we'll just go ahead and still punch this out. Our hair can be pretty long here, right? Yeah, it can. Go ahead and just really bring it down here. How far down do I want to bring it, though? I guess it would actually come all the way down here, wouldn't it? Whoop. Kind of like have it hang all the way down to like here. Or just have it be like its own big pile, I think. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, that's gonna need a canvas extension as well, but that's fine. Actually, I want to pull this to the side a bit more. I mean, this will literally be out of canvas, so I don't know how much I care about this part. Let's pull that out and over. Then we'll just go in. More than that, but more like this. Oh, hello, by the way. That did not come out automatically translated for me. Why is that in Russian? Over here and not over here. That's random. Alright, so where does that put the ahoge? Is YouTube auto-dubbing me as I stream? Because I feel like it'll be not particularly helpful to have an auto-translator in the chat, but not for my voice as I'm talking. No, further back than that, right? I'll be like... Why does that ahoge look so stupid from the top? Okay, I'll put this into a folder, then put this into another folder. Okay, this is a bit where you decide whether the hair should slant a bit. Bum, 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 bum. Hmm. Bum, 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 bum. It's gonna need a lot of help from the top piece here, isn't it? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Just gonna pull this in. This is a bit that's usually tucked around her ear, but we'll just let it hang loose. We'll just tuck it behind some other bits of hair. How do I frame the other side of her head now? How does her hair need to frame over her head? Kind of need it before I start doing the front bit here, right? Boy, this has to be right up front. What am I doing? Bup, bup, bum. I think what I'm gonna do with this is gonna kind of let it bump over the top and then go like with a fold over the side here. Actually, wait, no, what am I doing? Maybe we'll just bring this piece into her eye. Basically, you'll find a way to just fold this over her head, which is the main bit here. You fold that over her head. Let me just make all of Natsu a different color here for a moment. Because this is not helping at the current stage. Purple. Sure. I missed the part. Oh, I can't change the one at the same time. That's really annoying. Okay, instead we'll just change color here then. That's fine. I'm only looking at this one piece. So this needs to kind of rest on top of her head and fold down. Do I need one piece or two pieces up here then? Maybe I'll pull this up so that it isn't as aggressively going back in towards your head here. That gives me more leeway to mess with a piece here. Because basically what we could then do is bring the hair out and over. And we can kind of just bring it out over the top like here. This needs to be behind the head. Okay, so then for the remainder of the hair at the front here, then what do we want to do? Whoop. I wish I hid. Here, here, hid. Folder, right, left. We're not gonna draw the full length for this because we don't need it. So we'll just go ahead and go... one. Pull it underneath. That was the wrong layer. Okay, you're the front now. And you're the back now. And then we want to go back. So that will go behind Natsu's arm effectively, if the arm was there. Then we want to go. We'll bring one piece down like this. Then we'll bring another piece down that's just like... So it's kind of like curving around her head. Maybe not that aggressively. Bu -bu -bu -bum. Okay, then we'll put her body right at the back. So basically, she's split into like two parts. One is a shirt, which we want to hang free. So basically, the shirt just needs to come around the back of her neck, around there. Just point into the sleeve here. We don't care too much about the exact shape here. Pull into the bit here before it loosely connects onto the bit hanging here. And then this can hang freely like right up to like here. Then this has to roll into here. And this actually needs to roll pretty aggressively because her body's actually like this. So we'll kind of match it to that. The other part of the shoulder will be about here, so we're just gonna ignore the arm and just bring it down and close it out so that I can call it easier. We'll go lower body here. Just kind of do like one leg effectively. I would just go like this, whatever. It's like 9% hidden, so it's a little... It's okay, it's a little messy. Okay, that's all the time I have for the day, so we'll finish up here. Actually, most of the way there, there's only a couple of lines left for basically Natsu's hair at the back. And all the lines are basically in as far as I need them. We are going to cut corners and not include lines that basically you can't see ever. So basically, there's halos, there's the hair behind Natsu's head. There's a couple of back pieces that still need to be included, but beyond that, this is most of the way in. So we'll continue along with this next time as well. So anyway, thank you very much for watching today's session of line arts. I think this is going in an okay direction. Some bits need to change a little bit, namely right here, the bump should probably be a little bit more aggressive here as well. But as said, this is probably not going to go all the way into animation next week. The plan is just to fill in the rest of this week and next week, since I finished the thing I planned for the month early. I think we'll move on to the next thing once we roll into the week after. So you want to see more of this, or be subscribed or following, depending where you're watching from. Leave a like because it helps me out. I'll see you again next time.